Students, educators, and families. I am Lindsay Holmes, and you are tuned into School Matters. In this video, I will share with you 5 tips to navigate report card conferences like a pro. And you can help us by clicking the like, subscribe, and notification bell down below so we can expand the reach of our teach. Let's learn. Number 1, know when report cards are happening and make time to conference with your students' educators. Some schools aren't as communicative, whereas other schools are super communicative and you get emails and phone notifications and text messages and notes home and all of those things, and it's in the school newsletter, and you have the information for you to schedule the conference. If you can't physically make it there, see if you can schedule a 15-minute slot via phone, or now in the days of COVID, a Zoom chat. Number 2, email your concerns and questions to your students' educators ahead of conference time. Usually teachers will already have a pre-planned agenda that will highlight your students' academic successes and challenges, behavioral successes and challenges, and go over that with you during the conference. In every school that I've been at, teachers have been responsible for conferencing with some 90, even 120 parents within the span of a 90-minute to 2-hour period. That does not leave a lot of time for robust conversations. So if you email them your questions and concerns ahead of time, they may be able to pre-plan to answer those questions and address those concerns during that conference time. And if you would like to schedule some more time, feel free to do that. Number 3 is pretty short, and this also may vary from school to school. In all of the schools that I've been at, there's like a rush of parents at the start of the conference and a rush of parents in the middle section of the conference. People start to dwindle off as the evening goes on. So it may be an advantage to schedule your conference at the end of the parent-teacher conference time slot. Tip number 4 is to gather challenges and successes about your students' academic and behavioral presence in the school. As a parent, feel empowered to ask, well, what do they do well? What successes have they had? Where have they overcome? On the flip side, push the teachers to say, well, what can we improve? How can he do better? You want to challenge your student to be the best version of themselves. Educators have a particular insight and a particular experience of your student to provide feedback in a way that can sharpen and enhance your academic experience overall. And finally, tip number 5, parents, advocate for support for your student. If your student's educator is saying, here is where your student is challenged, either it's academically, either it's behaviorally, or what other area they are being challenged in, feel empowered to ask that educator, what supports do you have for my student? What suggestions and recommendations do you have to support them in the school environment? And even what recommendations might you have for me as a parent to support them at home? Let me know what you think about these tips and tricks in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And on that note, school's out. See you next video.